This guy needs no introduction. Kevin Bacon, The Bondsman on Prime Video. It is so much fun. Tell us what this show is all about.
Well, it's about a guy named Hub Halloran who is a bondsman, bail bondsman. When you meet him, he's kind of doing his job and trying to get a guy who has skipped his bail, and he gets murdered. And the next time we see him, he's been stuck in a wall of a shitty motel room, and he's dead. And he kind of wakes up and his throat has been slashed and he has a gaping wound, lights a cigarette, smoke comes out through the hole in his neck, and he realizes something weird's going on. And he eventually comes to realize that he's gone to hell and back and has become a bondsman for the devil.
This this pilot episode is so much fun for your character. I mean, the special effects, the makeup, like you said, with the slash neck, the smoke coming out. What is the process like to get all of that ready for the scenes?
Uh, I mean, listen, we had amazing effects, makeup artists. Not, I always actors. I think in general, you look at it and you go, how much time in the chair is that going to mean? Meaning, how much time are you going to sit in the makeup chair doing nothing? For me, it's not even so much the time in the chair as it is that I like to get out and start acting. I want to shoot, shoot, shoot. I think in that way. We got a lot to cover, and we had such a good team. They were so fast. I think that I think the effects makeup looks amazing, and then the visual effects that were added afterwards look fantastic. And also, it was very comfortable to wear. And that's the other thing is that I see sometimes I see people that have full prosthetic stuff they have to do, and I go, oh, my heart goes out to you.
People are going to see the show and think music, but music is full-fledged in this when you have people like Kevin Bacon, the Bacon brothers, Jennifer Nettles from Sugar Land, who is full force acting now in this. It's such a great performance as well. What can you preview for audiences about the music that hopefully audiences will be able to hear as well after the show?
Yeah, well, Jen and I wrote a whole bunch of songs, a few of which are in the show. And after we finished the show, she said, maybe we should record the rest of these tunes that didn't make it in. So we're putting out a record of stuff that was inspired by the Bondsman. One song that I wrote with my brother Michael, and a few that I wrote with Jen, and one that she wrote by herself, one that I wrote by myself. So we it was a really fun exercise because we were writing from the point of view of these two characters. I was writing as Hub Haller, and she was writing as Marianne Dice, and that's like an unusual kind of gig. Normally I'm writing as myself.
Right. And this is the perfect binge for all audiences. I mean, it's 25, 30-minute episodes. There's 8 of them. People are just going to be full-fledged and watch it probably in one sitting, maybe over a weekend. What do you want people to take away from watching The Bondsman?
Oh, listen, what I want them to take away is that they're really hungry for a second season. Because I want to do it.
Evan Bacon said it. He wants a second season. Audiences will want a second season after they watch it. All 8 episodes, April 3rd on Prime Video. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Erik Oleson, we know him from these super fun shows, Carnival Row, Daredevil. He is back with The Bondsman. This show is so much fun. How did you come to be the showrunner, executive producer of something like this?
So Blumhouse had Kevin Bacon attached to a terrific original script by another writer, Granger David, and that script had the seeds of what we ended up creating as the pilot and the show that you watch. So I heard Blumhouse and Kevin Bacon hunting demons, and I was like,
Yep, all in. I mean, Blumhouse is known for their amazing filmography, television works. I mean, Paranormal Activity, Insidious, Megan. I could just keep going and naming on shows and movies for this interview. I mean, what about that is so exciting to be part of the Blumhouse family now with the Bondsman?
well, Jason Blum is a really smart producer and a really smart about how you go and make a great movie or a great television show within a box, and you make good entertainment for a price. And I learned a lot working with him. So I think that was a terrific experience.
You have, I mean, Kevin Bacon, like you said, I mean, his filmography could go, I could list his as well as on and on and on. You said he was attached first and you came along. What was his draw to this that he has to be a part of the Bondsman and then you sign on and it's just magic television?
Well, Kevin had worked with Blum in the past on another movie, and so they had that relationship. And then they had this script that had the elements of a character, Hub Halloran, that was interesting to Kev. And then I jumped into the pool and we wrote the pilot.
It's a very great blending of genres. I mean, there's comedy, there's horror, there's supernatural drama. It doesn't really fit into one mold, which I think people love these days, where you get so many different things. What was your input on that to make sure all these different genres are covered?
Well, we wanted to create a laugh out loud, scream out loud, mashup, right? Just an escapist roller coaster ride where you've got, family dramedy, you got horror, but you've got part. You've got Kevin Bacon putting chainsaws through demons' faces, right? Like all of that set against country music, which is also written by Kevin Bacon and Jennifer Nettles at times. Like it was just like this. We wanted to create a kind of experience, like WTF experience. I don't know if you have to bleep me, sorry, but it's like, what more do you want?
Really is that kind of experience. And you have a very good relationship, clearly, with Prime Video, Amazon. It's the Carnival Row, it's the Man in the High Castle, now it's the Bondsman. What about that relationship is special to you?
Look, I've had a lot of fun working at Amazon. They're crazy, but they're my kind of crazy. And we get each other's crazy. So that's been a very positive relationship. I've enjoyed, coming in to fix broken things for them in the past. And I also loved the chance to build a show in the Bondsman from the ground up, the way that shows I think should be run and made. So I've had a chance to I've had a chance to work with them in different capacities. And so far they haven't figured out that they haven't hired the wrong Erik Oleson, but they actually meant the guy that works on NCIS. It has my exact same name. And so far they haven't discovered.
Or the right guy for this. The Bondsman is wild in all the best ways. Make sure you watch all 8 episodes April 3rd on Prime Video. Thank you so much, Erik.
Thank you so much for taking the time. Appreciate it, sir.
Thank you.